You all are on early. How are you? I ain't connecting. Hey, Labora, how you doing? Hey, what's up, Frankie? Denise, hey,
Hey,
what's going on?
just on this, working hard.
Hey, Labora.
I'll be
Okay. Hey, Labora, how you doing?
That's what I'm reading. So you gotta worry about it. Put a piece of tape.
Shakila, what's happening?
Sunshine Sunday before shower lunchtime. So you want to get that.
Okay, you can't see me.
All right. Yeah, you don't. Hey, Patricia.
Yeah, I don't normally put my camera on. No, I can just take the tape off. Oh, I'm fine.
That's Frankie. I know that voice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Chase. Hello, everyone. I don't normally have my camera on. See if this works. Oh, hello, everyone.
Hey, there she go.
So I'm gonna put my camera, turn my camera back off. But hello.
Okay, that's fine.
It's the phobia I have with society, so I'm good.
I got you. I got you.
I don't know if this is working or not. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, sorry.
So we're gonna wait a few more minutes to let people log on, but I'm glad you all are here. Hope you all are being safe during these different and crazy times right now. So glad to see that everybody is alive and doing well. If you are in the chat feature, go ahead and write where you're from in the chat.
8 separate states. Pat was right up there, winning in 5 states. But also people
I know Cleveland is in the house. I know Chicago is in the house. I see Desiree is here.
Not so fries, hard nacho, hard fries. Really not so fries.
Hey, Cecily literally just joined the mastermind team all of maybe 30 minutes ago. So let's welcome her to the team.
Thank you.
You got it.
I'm gonna go on mute.
Yeah, go ahead and mute
That's
yourself out. So,
right.
yeah, you can mute yourself out if you want to. I just wanted to do something different as far as Zoom, so that if people did want to see each other's faces, they could. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to. But I believe what I'm actually going to do is probably start doing a Zoom training live like this once a week, so that we can also have questions and answers. So what I want for the mastermind team to be, I want it to be more team oriented, where you all actually also converse with one another. Does that make sense to everyone? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome.
We're here for you whenever you need us. With expert service and support to keep your.
All right, we got a few more people logged on, and then we will go ahead and get started shortly. So bear with me 1 second. Let me make sure I have everything ready for you guys. All right.
118-year-old mission is to provide high-quality, comprehensive home health and happy care to people in their homes. Keep you home. We want to prevent you or your family from hospitalization. Our promise is to come to your home so that we or your family member say need assistance. We are ready to help. For more information, please call.
Hey, Megan. Hey, Cheryl. Erica. Oh, Mel in the house. What's going on?
Hey. How you doing?
I'm doing good. You know what? I think I died and went to heaven because as a married man, I'm on this Zoom call with all women, so it feels good. I'm the only man on this Zoom call with all beautiful black women. I feel good.
I tried to do the video, but I can't right now. I think because I'm driving.
Okay. Hey, Desiree. Kenyatta in the house. Bernita's in the house.
Hey. Hello.
Stacy's in the house.
Hi, Stace.
Hey. This is awesome. This is awesome. So it is 1 minute away, so I'll go ahead and get started. I am recording so that people can come back and watch it if you want to. So at this point, if you want to go ahead and mute your mic, you can. So I want to say thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. Friday night, 6 p.m. It's not like y'all can go anywhere anyway. No, I'm just teasing. But I want to say,
Right.
right. So I just want to say thank you all for tuning in. I have some great information for you. So I want to first start off by saying myself and AC wanted to do something special for the mastermind team, and we were trying to figure out, well, what can we do that can, kind of make this time a little, unique and special, considering what's going on with COVID-19 and people not being able to go to work like they usually would. I know some of you all are stylists, and they basically just shut all that down, which is crazy. It's again a crazy time that we're living in. So we decided, well, you know what? It ain't nothing that black people can't do. So let's take lemons and turn it into lemonade, right? So we decided we wanted to have our own stimulus package contest. All right. So the contest actually starts right now and is going to end May 15th. And one lucky winner is going to win $5,000 cash. All right. If $5,000 cash can help you out, let me hear you say something. Put something in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. Give me something.
It can help me.
Yes. Come in real handy. Real handy.
Everybody know how to unmute their mic now, huh?
For that, don't we?
Right. So we wanted to do something special. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to have our stimulus package $5,000 contest. And what this contest revolves around is between today and the 15th of May, who can build the biggest team? All right, because we know not too many women are getting their hair done right now. So what can we do to still, bring in profit with hairshipment.com and bring in profit for you guys? All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys so that you can see what the contest page actually looks like. And then we can go over the details of how to actually play and how to actually win. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so you all can see the screen. All right, so as I stated before, the contest starts today and it ends on May 15th. And how you play is by building your team as big as you can. And the person with the biggest team is going to win. So this is our leaderboard where you'll get to see where everyone is in the contest. You'll get to see where you're ranked as well. So Denise got a head start on you guys because she actually brought in 2 people today. All right, so right now Denise is in first place. And so you'll see where everyone is on this particular page and how far you have to go, so on and so forth. All right, so to qualify to qualify to win the $5,000, you have to bring in a minimum of 3 team members. All right. Now let me explain the team concept and how that works, because I know some of you all haven't taken week 5's course yet. So the second part of building your income as far as your hair company is concerned, we know the first income is going to be you selling hair to your clients, right? So we know that's how you're going to make your bread and butter. Now, the second part is you being able to bring other people into the business. So let me first even explain why we elected to do that. So last year, here in Chicago, we had some people that kind of developed like this crab in a barrel mentality, where they had friends and family that wanted to start their own hair business, but they kind of shut them out. They're like, no, well, you can't have a business, just buy your hair from me. And what ended up happening was that person didn't want to buy hair from them because they felt shut out. So I wanted this to be, what I'm trying to do is preach group economics. We all can win when it comes to selling hair. All right. It's not enough. It's impossible for it to be saturated. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, you all are Black women. Everywhere you go, you see hair extensions. It's not like it's going to end tomorrow, right? So what I wanted to do, instead of having that crab in a barrel mentality, I said, well, here's what we'll do. You can refer them to hair shipment and we will split the profit with you. So that's where the team building part comes from. Now, I've gotten some questions in regards to, well, Chase, is this now network marketing? Are we trying to build pyramids and things of that nature? No, this is not network marketing. All right. So you're not going to, build 8 levels down and all that stuff. That's not what this is. So let me repeat, building a team is not network marketing. What we're simply doing is allowing you to create a second income just for helping others build their business the same way that someone helped you build yours. Does that make sense to everybody? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense to everybody. All right, just want to make sure everybody can hear me. All right, great. So that's where the team concept came from, which allows you to have 2 incomes coming into your hair business. 1 being your hair sales, and 2 being able to bring other people into the business. Because, and I actually had a meeting with AC Green about this yesterday. I'm not sure if you all know, I know some of you all don't stay in Chicago, but for those of you who do, you may have heard AC say this on the radio, and he put it on Facebook 2 days ago, where there were Korean beauty supply stores that ignored the close your business order and they remained open anyway. All right. And Black people were still getting sick because they kept their businesses open. So AC was able, he contacted their aldermen and he were able to get 2 of them shut down. Right now, the problem with that is because AC has now taken money out of their pocket, he's been receiving threats as well. Like, literally cannot make this up. Like, literally, we cannot make this stuff up. So he wants to go ultra aggressive to the point where he's like, listen, let's really put them out of business this year, because the total disrespect of keeping your business open and it's making people sick is crazy, right? But meanwhile, they have on masks and everything else, and they're taking all these precautions so that they don't get sick, right? So for those of you that are in Chicago, Hollywood Beauty Supply on 95th and Halsted, that was one, and the second one was out here in Matson, where I stay. Those are the 2 beauty supply stores that he was able to help get shut down. So we want to be very, very aggressive with taking that money back from them and putting it in our pocket. So that's where the team concept came from those of you that had questions about it or why we decided to go that route. So with that being said, back to the contest. So let me share my screen again so that you can see the contest page. All right, so if you decide to participate in the contest, like I said before, everyone can come and see this page. And it's really about building the biggest team that you can. Now, for those of you that have not taken week 5's course, which is located here, building your team, turning it into a cash cow, this course is going to show you how to build the perfect team and how to build it in a massive way. So the last thing that I want you to do is feel like you have to try to explain the business the way that I would, right? I don't want you to feel like you have to have that pressure. So this class is going to show you how to build a team, how to get them to the webinar, how to get them on the phone with me by any means necessary. Let's build you the biggest team possible, because the great thing about building a massive team, yes, we can hear you. So the great thing about building a massive team is this is passive income that you don't have to necessarily, quote unquote, work for. Does that make sense? So this is simply an income that you can just collect. All right. And I want to give a shout out to Denise West. She's on right now with us. She was the first person to actually hit 2 bonuses for building a team. So congratulations to Denise. All right. Give her a thumbs up. And I want many more of you all to hit the bonuses as well when it comes to building a team. So if you're not familiar with the bonuses, I want to show you guys something else too, while I actually get that up. Where's this? All right, so some of you all are going to hit these bonuses as well while you are actually building your team. So the bonus structure, which is located here, you can see the different bonuses that you can hit for building a team. Now, keep in mind too, with the team concept, every time someone on your team orders hair, you're going to get paid from that as well. So even outside of the contest, building a team still makes a lot of sense when it comes to bringing in profit to your hair company. Does that make sense to everyone? All right. All right, perfect. So what I'm also going to do is we are in the process of making the website a little bit more user-friendly for you guys. So what I'm having built now is a roadmap similar to this that's going to lay out your goals on your hair orders, your courses, and your team. All right. So hopefully we can have that up within the next week or so. All right. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys, because I've gotten some feedback on this as well, is, and I always want you all to check to make sure that everyone is on your team. So the way that you do this is you come to the revenue sharing program page, which is here in the menu bar. You're going to scroll down here and you're going to click lifetime customers. All right. Everyone on your team will be located here. Now, I don't have a team, so I'm not going to have anyone there, but you get the picture. This is where all of your team members are going to be. So I'm going to pick on Denise a little bit. So this is Denise's team so far. So if Denise, so this is the admin side of the website. So if Denise was to actually go to this page, she will see all of her team members here. Now, if there's ever a situation where you know someone on your team signed up, but you do not see them in your back office, all you have to do is send me an email or shoot me, a text message or a call and say, hey, Chase, so-and-so signed up. I don't see them in my back office. I can go and manually add them to your team. All right. And then also award you the profit that you would have made off of, whatever it is that they purchased. All right. So, that's easy. That's just communication. All right. So I always want you all to go and check to make sure that everyone that is on your team is supposed to be there, so that way, every time they purchase something, you always receive your profit. Does that make sense to everybody? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense to everybody. All right, great. Appreciate it, because I'm sharing my screen, so I can only see 3 of you all, but I know it's a ton more people on the team, well, on the Zoom meeting. All right, so the contest is short and sweet. We wanted to provide some type of relief during this time period. And I'll be honest with you guys, if the contests go well enough, what we would like to do is do it again and make it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I would love to get to the point where, we can afford to have a $10,000 contest. We can have a $20,000 contest, right? But what I also want us to get in the process of understanding is us working as a family and working as a team. So if you haven't already, I want you to make sure that you request to become part of the private group on Facebook, the Hair Shipment Mastermind team. All right. And this is where, if you have any questions whatsoever, whether it be for myself, whether it's for AC, whether it's for any other team member, you just want to post a general question, you want to post that information here. Okay. So that someone can answer those questions for you. And like I said before, I want to be more of a team atmosphere, more of a family atmosphere, because we can all truly help each other. All right. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense for you guys. All right, great. So what I'm trying to get at is, if we all work together as a team and help one another, everybody that is on this Zoom call can have a 6 to 7 figure hair business. And I mean that. I definitely mean that. So when you think, if you break down the profit margins of what you can make on one hair sale, right? We know you're going to make at a minimum $100, but that can go all the way up to $200, right? And I give you a prime example. You guys, I'm not sure if you can see Donald O'Connor. All right, Don is a good friend of mine. All right, and Don just joined the mastermind team. Don has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to internet marketing. All right, Don has a ton of knowledge. I've been knowing Don for years. Real great friend of mine. All right, so let's utilize each other. All right, Denise West has been teaching hair for, I believe, what, 25 years, Denise? Something like that, right? So as far as the stylist component is concerned, Denise will be a great resource. So everyone on this call has some type of resource that can help each other. Does that make sense? So I want us to understand that the whole point of the mastermind team is that you don't have to try to build this business by yourself. That was never the point of it. We don't want you to build a business by yourself. We want you to build a business for yourself, but not by yourself. All right, give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. All right, outstanding, outstanding. Hey, Tasha, I didn't know you was on here. Tasha, my girl, she's one of the original mastermind members from last year. So yeah, so it was just a quick short meeting. What I want to do is open it up to you guys. And before I open it up, I'm sorry. Before I open it up, I do want to say that I want to test out having more Zoom meetings like this, where we can be more interactive. We can, be able to build rapport with one another, and also have Q&A with myself and with others as well. And so this will be a better format for me as the team begins to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because it's only 24 hours in a day. So it's hard for me to, reach out to everybody's inquiries, right? At the same time. And usually what happens is I'll have 2 days when I'm free, and I'll literally have like 72 people text me or call me at the same time, like on a random Thursday. And it's just hard to, get back to everybody at the same time. So I want to start having more Zoom trainings like this. Again, we can be more interactive, more family oriented, and have Q&As where, some of you all may be struggling in certain areas with your business, and others may be struggling in different areas, right? So I just want to make sure that we are doing everything that we can to make sure that you are as successful as possible. Thanks, Sherry. Sherry said the Zoom meetings would be great. So yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm thinking maybe we'll start off once a week. And every week I'm going to have a particular topic that I'm going to cover. But as always, you can bring your questions to the Zoom meeting. All right. So next week, I know for sure I'm probably going to cover price anchoring. All right. And how important this is to your business. Some of you know what that is, some of you don't. But price anchoring is going to be a very, very important aspect of how you present your business. I'm also going to bring a ton of new resources to you guys as well that you all are going to love. That's going to help take your business to the next level. So another thing that I want to hit on real quick too, before I open it up for questions, we can do a quick Q&A, whether it's about the contest or anything else in particular, is do a quick thumbs up if you have taken week 1's course. Do a quick thumbs up if you've done that. All right. Awesome. So week one is going to be the pillar of your business. And I know most of you all have had a conversation with me about Sassy Jones, right? And the reason I use Sassy so much because Sassy is almost like the perfect example, all right? And what I mean by that is Sassy's real name is Cherish. Sassy is the character that she created. The reason she created a character is because it's relatable, all right? So when it comes to your business, the more relatable you are to your audience, the more you're never going to have to worry about customers at all. So you don't want your hair business to be transactional. So the moment your hair business becomes about money and hair, money and hair, money and hair, it's not going to work. I guarantee you. I guarantee you it's not going to work. But if you're relatable, so let me give you an example. Sassy is on her way to making 10 figures a year, right? Sassy sold her story. Her story was she was married. She was undervalued at her job. She just had twins, and she had the balls to quit her job because they did not value who she was. How many of you all feel the same way? Right? It's relatable, right? So what you want to do when you come across to your audience is you want to have something that is relatable to them, because the more they buy into you, the less is going to become about hair. They're going to purchase hair because they just love you for who you are. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense, or leave something in the comments. All right. So I want you.
Yes, it does.
Awesome. Awesome. So that's what I meant by culture in week one's course. All right. How well can you relate to your target audience? Everyone audience is not going to be the same. Some audiences are going to have an older age group. Some are going to have a younger age group. But the point is, do they know who you are? Because when they have that rapport with you and they have that trust with you, you're never going to have a problem with them giving you money. They will willingly give you money. I know this to be true because Sassy Jones Boutique is in Richmond, Virginia, and she has women from Atlanta, Colorado, Chicago, and New York fly to Richmond, Virginia to buy a $50 purse. That doesn't even sound right. But it was never about the purse. They flew out there to do what? Meet her. Does that make sense? So you want your audience to buy into who you are. The moment you do that, I assure you, you will have a six-figure business. This woman just got a contract with the Home Shopping Network, selling purses and jewelry. She's on her way to making $10 million a year from selling purses. You know how many people sell purses and jewelry? Does that make sense? But it's the way she went about it. She never made it transactional. It was never, hey, give me some money, I'm going to give you some dope jewelry. Does that make sense, guys? So the moment you begin to understand that particular concept, I assure you, your hair business is going to change for the better. You want to be relatable. Now, this is going to require you to be a little bit vulnerable in sharing who you are and opening up to your audience. But I'm going to tell you this. Don't worry about what people say. People are going to say what they say about you anyway, whether you open up or not. Can we agree on that? Give me a thumbs up if you believe that, right? People are going to say what they say anyway. So you might as well open up so that people can relate to you. All right. So I just wanted to say that real quick. Those of you who have talked to me on the phone know I can take a 5-minute conversation and we'd be on the phone for 2 hours. So let me open it up for some questions. Any questions about the contest or questions about anything in general? Let's start off with questions about the contest if you have one. And you can either unmute yourself or you can just put it in a chat and I can read it and we can go from there. No questions? I was that good? I mean, I know I'm good, but damn.
Hey, T.
Hey, what's up?
So if a person comes aboard under me,
Yes.
is there a requirement as far as they will have to do?
Well, no. So basically what you would do is if you go to, let me share my screen so that you all can see this. So basically what you would do is send them your actual referral link. All right.
Okay.
And this link is attached to your account. All right. So I'm going to show you how to actually get this link. So this particular link here. So for instance, on the website, my username is Izzy Zion, right? And so this link here, if I copy this link and paste it, it's going to take them to the webinar page. All right. So when you see this question mark ref equals Izzy Zion, for you guys to be whatever your username is, what this is going to do is put a cookie on their device. All right. And this cookie links them to your account. Does that make sense? Now, where it gets a little tricky, and I explained this to some of you all already, is let's say that you email them this particular link here, right? Or any of, let me go back to this page, or any of these links, because you can generate any link that you want. So for instance, if you wanted to show them just a general website, you can come in, paste it here, hit generate URL, and it'll create the website for you. All right, the referral link. Now, where it gets a little tricky, and this is why I was telling you all to make sure that you check your back office all the time, is let's say that you email them this link and they view the webinar on their desktop, or they view whatever link that you sent them on their desktop, but they actually joined the company on their mobile phone. All right. The cookie is going to be on their desktop, not their mobile phone. All right. So if they joined on their mobile phone, they're not going to be attached to you. That's where I come in and I can manually add them to your team. Okay. But this is all you have to do to get them on your team, is just come and get your referral link here. Some of you all have been in the business long enough where, you know, you're comfortable with explaining the business yourself without the webinar. Some of you have not. So you by all means can use the webinar to do that. As I've done with Denise, I did this with Denise today. If you all need me to hop on a 3-way call, we can do that as well. Let me read some of these questions. They're coming in pretty fast. Hold on one second. Okay, so Sharon, I think I just answered that question, where you come to the revenue sharing page and you get your particular team link. All right. Is there a script we should use to advertise the hair? This is from Patricia Malave. She has like the coolest last name ever. So I wouldn't say that it's a particular script, but what you want to focus on, like I said before, is that you don't want it to be transactional. So if I was to say it was a script, I would say take week 2's class, how to build the perfect sales pitch. And this is just going to piggyback on week 1, which is the pain points. So, and this is regardless of hair, doesn't even matter what business you're in. The foundation of every business is 2 things. They have a problem, you have a solution. That's it, right? And your solution is unique and it does X, Y, Z. So you want to position yourself as that solution, Patricia, all right? In order to position yourself as that solution, you need to know exactly what their pain points are. So that's why I had you do that for the homework assignment, is figuring out what their pain points are. The moment you find those out, you now know how to deal with that particular person when it comes to hair sales, all right? Now, we all know for the most part, and mostly, you know, women on here wear hair extensions, it's usually they're after some particular look. They want to feel a certain way. Does that make sense? So you want to incorporate that when you talk to them. You want your client to envision that look when they're purchasing the hair from you, right? So one thing that I always say, I referenced this in week 2's class, which is get them to see themselves in the hair, right? Like when you install this hair, you want to own the room, you want to work it, right? So get them to see themselves in the hair. It's no different than when you go to purchase a car. That's the reason they allow you to test drive the car. They don't really care about you driving a car down the street. They want you to feel the car. Envision yourself driving this car. That's the only point that they allow. That's why they allow you to test drive cars. That's it. And 9 times out of 10, it worked, right? It's the new car smell. It rides better than an old car you have. You get in the moment, and now you done signed your life away to a 5-year loan, right? But that's the art of sales, all right? So you want your clients to see themselves feeling beautiful, feeling sexy, looking better, having more confidence. So those are the key words that I usually bring up. Even when I sell hair one-on-one, I don't sell hair one-on-one as much as I did last year. But even when I did, those are and this is coming from a man, right? Every time I brought that up to a woman, this is all they did. They nodded their head. I do want to feel sexy. Yeah, I do want to look good, right? So that's what I would, what I would focus on, Patricia. And then obviously you want to add the urgency and scarcity as well. Tasha said that the MMT training is awesome. Oh, thank you, Tasha. Don't make me blush. How can we reassure? All right, so this is a question from Shakila. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Once the lift is off for hairstylists to go back to their salon, how can we reassure the client that the hair is safe to use and to explain to the client the origin in which the hair has come from? That is a great question, and I have a great answer for you. So the hair, we have over $20 million worth of merchandise of hair that's already here in Chicago, and it's been here for months, like going back to summer 2019, all right, like towards the end of the summer. So the hair has been here before the COVID-19 stuff is even was a thought, okay? So the hair is safe, the hair is fine, and you shouldn't have any issues with it. I couldn't see why you would, considering that the hair is packaged in plastic, so it would literally be impossible for any germs to get on it, okay? So that's how I would, say that to, to the client, okay? To Sherry Moss, you don't have the link to generate. Yes, you need to, well, no, you don't necessarily have to take week 5 to get to get your team link. You just have to go to that revenue sharing program page to get the link.
I'm on that page right now, Chase, on my other screen.
You don't see it? So what I'll do, Sherry, is I'll call you tomorrow and I'll walk you through it. And I'll log into your account to see what it is that you see. Okay.
All right, thank you. And the other quick question I had is, are we going to get any the braid hair back and get any crochet hair? Right now, where ladies can't really go to the salon, I've got a lot of people coming to me asking about
braiding hair.
I want a bunch. They want braid hair or they want crochet hair.
Right. So the reason that we got rid of the braiding hair in the first place is because it's actually one Chinese guy that owns most of the brands of the braiding hair.
Oh.
All right. It's literally owned by one person. All right. And the way that he does business, he only sells braiding hair by the box load. All right. And so basically the way that he wanted us to buy the braiding hair from him was like at 35,000 at a time. So he wanted us to purchase like 1,000 boxes at once in order for us to get it at a price that would make sense for us and to make sense for you guys. Does that make sense? So we did a trial run where we were able to convince him to like, well, hey, let's just see if our clients like the braiding hair first before we give you $35,000, right? And the braiding hair didn't move fast enough. All right. So if it would have moved a little bit faster, then maybe we could have kept it going, but it didn't move fast enough for us to give him that type of money up front like that. And again, that's
if I remember, they were in one case. It was all one color in a case, right?
No, it was several colors. It came in. I think it came in like 37 different colors. So
okay.
Yeah, it came in. The color, it wasn't an issue. It was just a matter of them wanting us to buy a whole lot at one time in order for us to get it at the pricing that made sense for you guys to make money. Because if we didn't do it that way, the hair would have been too expensive and it wouldn't make sense.
Okay.
So, you know, hopefully we still have a relationship with him. It's just a matter of us having a big enough team and a big enough demand to know, all right, well, if we commit to buying 700, 1,000 boxes of braiding hair, okay, we know it's going to move this month, right? Because he was trying to put us on a month-to-month basis like that, where we're spending 35 grand a month with him to get this hair in bulk at that particular price, right? Yeah, because I think we were getting it at like maybe like 75 cents a pack, 50 cents a pack or whatever. And so it wasn't even a ton of profit for us, to be honest with you. Like that, you know, that was all AC.
All that inventory.
Yeah, that was AC was just all over it. But you know, once we get bigger, that's probably something that we can come back to.
Okay.
All right. Question from Carol: when relating to the client, can we do this on your website or in person? Definitely in person. I probably would not use our website. You definitely want to have your own, okay? Which I'm so glad that you actually asked that question. So next week, I'm actually going to add to the website class. I made a deal with my developer who lives in Pakistan. All right, but he speaks good English. All right, but he will be able to, if you all want him to design a custom website for you, he will. I believe he's working with Iris right now to help her with her website. So if you all don't want to take the time to build your own website, which you can with Week 4's class, then you'll be able to reach out to him. He does a lot of other custom work as well. Like he's a cold-blooded guy. He gets it. So for those of you that are looking for a website, I can send you his information. But as far as relating to the people, yeah, that's probably going to be in person. You can do it on your website. You just want to make sure that you do it in a clear way. All right. And you want to keep your website very, very simple. You don't want to have it too crowded with too much information. You want it very clean, very simple, straight to the point in regards to what you're about. Will there be more short haircut wigs available? Yes, it will. So my apologies. I have, I think, 42 wigs to add to the website. I just have not have time to do it. But I will get more wigs up on the website for you guys to purchase. Let me see. I purchased her from last year. She was opposed to, but it wasn't something to change. All right. So Cheryl had a question about the Peruvian hair from last year versus this year. No, from my understanding, the Peruvian hair did not change. Now, keep in mind, I don't wear hair, as you can see. So, but from my understanding, no, it's still a 9A2 donor hair. Now, one thing that I will say, and let me even explain. That's a great question because that's now also going to let me segue to why we got rid of the Brazilian hair and even understanding hair in general. Because this question came up last night with somebody else. So when we order hair in bulk from China, you have to understand that every batch of hair is not coming from the same exact women, like human beings, right? Now with the Peruvian hair is 2 donors, so that means it's coming from 2 different heads. So depending, you may have a batch of hair that came from 2 women that have similar hair, right? So it's going to blend a lot better, where you may have another situation where 2 other donors' hair is really not that similar. So it may not be as great as that one. Does that make sense? And then even with the Indian hair as well, with all our hair, all of the hair is unprocessed virgin human hair. So what that means is, let's just take the Indian hair because it make more sense with this particular example. The Indian hair is a single donor hair, so it comes from one woman. But if that one woman, let's just say, it will be impossible for that one woman hair to be all black. Every single strand is all black. Nobody's head is like that. Okay, so she may have a streak or two that is a different color. The reason you will still see that in the bundle is because it's unprocessed. It's natural hair. We're not going to chemically change the process of the hair. Okay, so does that make sense to you all? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. All right, so I just want to make sure that I hit that question. So the reason we got rid of the Brazilian hair is because the Brazilian hair is a multi-donor hair. Multi is a very vague word. Multi can mean 2, multi can mean 20. We'll never know. All right. Now I know most of you all love the Brazilian price, but the issue for me was the quality was inconsistent, and I didn't want it to cast a shadow over all the hair that we have. So that's why we made the decision to get rid of the Brazilian hair, because it's just too many variables in it. There's no way to know how many donors is in that particular bundle of hair. Will we ever have clip or kinky textures? We already have the kinky straight, kinky curl. As far as the clip-in hair, not sure. So I can check and see if that's something that we are going to do in the future. Okay, I'll take the information for the website. Okay, Yema, I'll definitely, I'll probably end up putting that on the membership site this weekend. And so actually, let me bring that up now so that most of you all who just got started, this is let me share my link, I'm sorry. Share my screen, I mean. All right, so this is the membership website. Okay, so this is very different from hairshipment.com. Hairshipment.com is not the same as portal.hairshipment.com. So this is for you all. So when you first log in, it's going to bring you to the mastermind team page where you're able to see everything. All right, your training courses, the private Facebook group, different resources, softwares, everything that you need is going to be on this particular page, which is located here. All right, for those of you that do not know. All right, Iva says, I was trying to take the website class, but it was asking me to register. Iva, it's a good chance that you were not logged in. So what you want to do is make sure you're logged in, and the class, it will give you access to the class. Will we be getting lashes? A lot of clients are asking. Possibly. You just have to make sure that it makes sense price-wise to where you all are still able to make good profit. So we are looking into expanding the product line to offer I mean, even from shampoo, conditioner, all that type of stuff. We're definitely looking into it, and we'll keep you guys posted as we kind of, cipher through some things and make sure we have a good partnership. So the biggest thing about us expanding the product line, and this is where you guys should come in. So this is why I say it's a team effort. So let me even explain how we got our second factor, all right? So what AC Green is good at is, that's why he has a radio show. He knows how to talk, right? He talks game, right? So he's great at leveraging his radio show to get what we want that others cannot. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Most people that try to purchase hair the way that we do are required to either do one or two things or both. They have to be on a monthly commitment to get that price, or they have to be buying $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 worth of hair up front. AC was able to leverage the radio show to negate that, where we don't have to do that. So we have to find the right manufacturers that's going to let us kind of get away with that, if that makes sense. All right, so that way we can kind of dictate the terms. So the second factory, what ended up happening was we started making some noise. a guy from the first factory quit. He went to the second factory. And now what we kind of did is kind of pitted them against each other to where they're competing for the bulk of our business. So the more people we have in a company, the more people we have ordering hair, the more we can begin to lower the prices because we now have the demand and leverage. Does that make sense? So what they want is basically for us to commit to them. Like, okay, listen, we'll lower the price all the way here if you guarantee you're going to send all of your hair orders, you know, through us. And what I'll do is, okay, I'll do it for a few weeks and then I'll switch it out and I'll just always make them compete. So this is how we're able to, you know, keep the prices as low as we can. Are we getting closures that match the new 12A hair? Yes, Sherry, we are. Just not sure when. The plan is hopefully within the next 2 or 3 months, we'll be able to have the Shumfa closures in the frontals as well. Iris, the website designer, is really good at what he does. Yes, you're welcome, Iris. Yes, absolutely. I actually spoke with him today because he's doing some work on the membership site now. So yes, he is really good. All right, can we order a style? Labora, what's your question? You want to order in a different color? I'm not really sure. What that means.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I have someone who wants to order a wig, like it's a short style, but she wants it in a darker color, and then she wants it in a lighter color. So, like, you know how wigs come in different styles, like a 1B33
Yeah.
or
Right.
a different color.
Right.
Do we have that option?
No, but I have a great answer for you. So all of the wigs that we have, they are what they are. All right. But here's something you should know, and this is why I want you all to get in the mode of talking to each other, whether it's via Zoom, whether it's via Facebook. We have people that are on this Zoom call that makes custom wigs. All right. So if you have a client that wants a particular wig, you can reach out to a fellow mastermind team member and have them customize that wig, and you all can work out the details. Does that make sense? So we all have the resources that we need right here, right? I know it's several people on the mastermind team that all they do is make wigs, but you all just don't know who they are. All right. So if you have
Took the pop out.
a client that wants a wig, definitely put it out there in the Facebook group or on one of these Zoom meetings. Hey, which one of you all make wigs? Maybe we can do a collaboration together. Okay. Will wigs include more 613? I hope so. I believe so. Yes. Frankie, to be honest with you, I think it's not that we don't have them. I just don't add them. Is there a certain way to obtain small samples of each hair pattern for sale? Samples attached to display purposes. Yeah, that's something that you actually can do on your own. Where you can just go and order, 10-inch samples or whatever it is that you want. I haven't created a sample package yet. And the reason I haven't did that, and this is why we kind of stopped creating those packages, is because every time that we would create a package, it'll always be something that's missing, right? And so would say, oh, well, this doesn't have this. Can you add this? And it's like, this is just a nightmare. So yes, you can do that. Just, put whatever samples you want in your cart and boom, there you go. Tasha, will we be getting ombre closures? I would have to ask. I have no idea. I haven't heard anything about that, but I would definitely ask. I'm hedging towards no, but I would definitely ask. Okay, Sherry, give me a call. We'll figure it out. All right, Patricia asked a great question. How do we come up with our own pricing? So if you come to the mastermind team page, which is the home page here, let me share my screen. I'm sorry. You will see I have to add it back to this page. I'm sorry. So I had it right here, but I'm gonna add it back. I have a pricing guide to help you actually figure out what you want to price the hair for. And then you can also use the pricing calculator, which is going to be under every single product on here. All right, so for instance, let's take the Peruvian straight. We will choose a length. We'll do 16. And then you can say, hey, I want to make 80% on that. And then that'll tell you what you should sell it for and how much you would make. Now, my advice when it comes to pricing is that you're not trying to break the bank on one sale, all right? But you want to make at a minimum $30 per bundle. All right, so I think everyone has heard me say that before. You should make at least $30 per bundle. All right. I had some people last year, they were making $10 per bundle. I almost had a stroke.
Turn it back on.
So you want to,
Yeah, so turn
that's
it back
what
on.
you want to do. All right. Now, this is something that we're going to discuss next week, which is how to make that price feel irresistible. All right. But as far as the pricing is concerned, I'll let you guys kind of, do your thing. But your profit margins, you want to be somewhere between $30 to $60 per bundle. 60 is pretty high. But I will say this. I just found out it's a woman. I think Denise knows about her. It's a woman in DC that's selling hair $500 per bundle. All right. And it's working. I don't know how she's convincing women to buy one bundle for $500, but she is. So as far as the pricing is concerned, you will always have control over that. But like I say, you probably want to stay in between that profit margin range between 30 and 60 per bundle. Now, what I would charge the like 50 and 60 per bundle on is the Shumfa hair. All right. The Peruvian hair, I'll probably be more in that 30 range. All right. All right. Trying to get through these questions. Desiree. Desiree makes custom wigs, guys. So definitely reach out to Desiree Hunter. Desiree, you know what I'm gonna do? If you don't mind, I'm going to put, or Desiree, you can do it. Put your cell phone number and email in the group chat so everyone can see it. So they'll know to reach out to you if they want a custom wig. AT, does the second supplier have a distribution center like the first? Yes. Both warehouses. So the two warehouses that we have, both are here in Chicago, and one is with one factory and the other is with the other factory. And yes, they have a decent inventory as well. And so we, ironically, just how it kind of worked out is one factory offers what the other one doesn't. So the Virgin Remy closures come from the second factory. The first factory don't make those. Why? I don't know. Don't ask. But we kind of use them interchangeably. But like I said before, it's still more hair that we're going to be rolling out in the future. Maria, yes, there will be the 42 wigs that I need to add to the website. A good half of them are synthetic wigs that I have to add. So yes, there's going to be a ton more synthetic wigs coming to the website. All right, so Carol had a quick question. We're going to wrap up in a second, guys. Can you explain how to get a profit from your sale? Prices $29.99, 30 prices, but I kept adding up the different inches. My profit was $30. Well, no. So basically, you're adding on the 30 to whatever it is that you purchase. So, for instance, let's say that the 10-inch hair costs $20. Then your sales price would be $50. The 20-inch costs $60. Then you would be selling it for $90. Right. So it doesn't matter what the inch is, that price is always going to go up. All right. So your 10-inch hair and your 20-inch hair are never going to be the same prices. Now, I have seen this where some people price their 10 and 12-inch hair at the same price. They have their 16 and 18-inch at the same price. They have the 22 and 24 at the same price. Totally up to you how you want to do that. But you want to look at the lengths of your hair. Those are just variances of the product. So they're like their own little mini products. So regardless if it's a 10-inch or a 30-inch, you should be making, at a minimum $30 per bundle. Some go to 20, some go to 25. It's your business. I can't tell you how to run it. All right. But I know that the quality of hair that we have, you should be able to make $30 per bundle at a minimum. Okay, like I said, this lady is selling hair $500 a bundle. I would love to do it. I just can't see myself. I don't know how to explain that, but she does apparently. Like y'all would curse me out if I put that on the website. Chaston lost this damn COVID-19 mind. He's selling hair for $500. But no, she does it. She does it. So, I think what also when it comes to, and I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I know what some of you all's fears are. So that's why I want you to ask me questions and use them, right? I know what it feels like to be scared to charge, right? I know what it feels like. It's like, I don't know what they'll say, right? But what you have to do, you have to get past that, because people will sense that from you if you're not confident in what you're offering. Does that make sense? So if you're like tinkering with your prices, they're going to tinker too. All right. But I always say this: do not be scared to lose a client. I've lost a ton of them, and I could care not less. I'm not budging. Does that make sense? Because the moment you set that type of tone in your business, it's going to trickle down. Everybody is going to come at you like that, where they feel like they can negotiate with you and go back and forth with you. No, dead that. Listen, there's not one black woman in the world that can march into a Korean beauty supply store and negotiate. Ain't happening, right? So if they don't pull that with them, they shouldn't be pulling it with you, whether you all are friends or not, right? I have fired clients. There have been people that you all.
Excuse me, can you ask everybody to mute? Can you ask everybody to mute, because it's really distracting?
Okay, everybody, can you mute yourself? Yeah, so I have actually fired people from hair shipment. I've gotten rid of them. I told them, listen, you can't buy hair from us. And they couldn't believe it. And sometimes what you have to do is take it away from them. And when you take it away and you show, I'm not scared to lose you, all of a sudden they act right. So no, I don't budge on prices. I don't go back and forth, and neither should you. You know the quality hair that you have. You know what the price ranges are for buying hair, right? I give you a prime example. I had a young lady tell me, well, I could just go buy the hair off Alibaba for $15. I said, go ahead. Go do it. You're not hurting my feelings. But when your hair fall out, don't call me, right? So this is where the education and nurturing comes in as well when it comes to pricing. So
I'm sorry, Chase. I can't hear you. It's a number 773 still have their phone on and it's not unmuted.
You can mute everybody, Chase.
I can't I? This is the first Zoom, guys. I got to get used to it. Hell, I almost muted myself. Ain't nobody talking. All right, there we go. I think we're good. Did I mute me? Hell, I don't know.
Good, Chase. We can hear you.
All right.
We can hear you, Chase.
Okay, great. So now to piggyback on pricing, and then I'll move on to the next question, if any. What you have to and we're going to talk about this next week, guys, and I want you to really listen to this so you can understand this concept. People do not buy because of price. People buy because of how much they save. It's a difference. Those are not the same two things. Okay, pricing and savings are not the same thing. All right. So the only reason someone, for the most part, is going to balk at you is because they don't feel like they're saving something. So think about it. Walmart, entire $1 trillion company, is built off of this one concept. It's showing you that you're saving something. So you want to show the client. Matter of fact, I'll give you a preview the next week. If the hair costs $40 and I want to make $30, I'm not selling it for $70. I'm selling it for $100. Okay. The regular price is $100. The sales price is $70. Now I'm showing them that they're saving $30 per bundle. Do you see the difference? That's a lot different than just saying, oh, my price is $70. So you have to understand the art of how to position your product in a way that is irresistible and the price makes sense. And now the customer is saying, damn, if I buy 3 bundles, I can save $90. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. All right. That is a preview of what price anchoring looks like. All right. So, yeah, stand tall on your prices. And not only that, remember the customer experience, building rapport, nurturing, educating. When you do those things, you're not going to have a conversation about prices. I promise you, you won't. I guarantee you. Trust me when I tell you, Sassy Jones has never in her life had a customer tell her, I want a discount. Never. Never, ever has that happened. But it's all about the culture of your business. When they love you, they can relate to you, they see themselves in you, they will willingly give you money. And part of it is going to make you kind of sit back and trip like, damn, that was easy. Versus the nickel and diamond thing, right? All right. So did everybody, did everyone get Desiree Hunter's number? For those of you that wanted custom wigs, make sure to reach out to Desiree. Oh, another thing too, that I want to let you guys know, for those of you that make custom wigs, we can add your custom wigs to the website. All right. So if you make wigs, or any product that's hair related per se, just reach out to me. We can work something out where we can add that to the website where everyone is able to buy it from our audience, from us. Does that make sense? All right. So make sure you reach out to me so that we can get that done. I want everybody to win. Everybody can win on this team. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. All right. So before we go tonight, any questions about the contest at all before we go? No? How did you guys like the Zoom meeting? Do you kind of like this setup?
I like it.
You like it? Okay, great, great.
I also need to know what's the page.
Hold on, type the question. Just type the question because it was a few people talking at the same time. I couldn't hear you. Okay.
I can't type the question.
Okay, who's that speaking?
Should I could just eat Cecily?
Hey, Cecily. What's your question?
Hey.
Don, thanks for putting the Facebook group link out there.
What is the
hair shipment mastermind?
What's the Facebook group?
Yeah, Don just posted it, and I will put the link again so that you all can see it. That's the link to the Facebook group. All right. And like I said before, please meet each other, use one another. Don't misuse each other. I said use each other. Don't misuse each other. But reach out to each other via in a Facebook group, you know, exchange information here to one another. Does that make sense? Okay.
What is that?
All right. Any other questions about the contest before we wrap up? All right, so I'm going to make the next Zoom class sometime next week. I will definitely send out the link. I'm going to put it in the Facebook group. I'm going to email it to you, going to text it to you. Did you guys receive the text messages today about the meeting? All right, great, great. So I'm going to send it out via text as well. And then as time goes on, we'll kind of figure out that groove where we know, okay, every day at this time, we know we're going to have a meeting and we're going to talk about, you know, whatever. All right, but I just wanted to kind of test this out to see if people would come and get a chance to meet each other and so on and so forth. So let me share my screen one more time. So as of 7:03 p.m. Friday, April 17th, we have Miss Denise that is winning the contest right now. So you all better catch her. Somebody got to get this $5,000. So like I said before, I hope this is something that we can continue to do and spread the wealth amongst you guys even more because it's definitely a team thing for us. So kudos to Denise. All right. And let the best man or woman win. All right. And we would love to, we know on May 15th at the end. So let's just say May 16th. Somebody is going to be $5,000 richer. So again, thank you all for coming to this meeting. We're going to have many more like this. And hey, let's make this profit. All right. So signing off, I'll be talking to you all soon individually. For those of you that don't have my number, 773-405-8934. 773-405-8934. Make sure you join the Facebook group. If you haven't joined already, like I said, work with one another, get to know one another, and let's help one another. Everybody, and I mean this, and then I'll say this before I go. Y'all, you know I love to talk, but I'll say this before I go. You want to be ready, not trying to get ready when the stay-at-home order is lifted. It's a difference, okay? Don't be trying to get ready. Get ready now, all right? Because as we all know, the moment the stay-at-home thing is lifted, what do you think the first thing Black women are going to do? Get their hair done. It ain't going to get no McDonald's, all right? The first place they're going is to get their hair done. So you want to have those hair orders already lined up. You're not trying to figure out if they want to buy hair. You already know they want to buy hair, right? It's just a matter of now the transaction of, you know, the exchange of merchandise and money. But you have already had this conversation on what hairstyle they're going to get, so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. So get ready now, because I'm going to listen. I promise you this. Money, matter of fact, I'm going to start selling him myself. So I know it's going to be some money made. I know it. Listen, I've been knowing Black women a long time. Everybody going to get their hair done. So, but I just want to say that. So,
Exactly.
right. All right. So this is the end of the meeting for real. So thank you everybody for coming. I will see you next week. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me send you the, and I'm going to send this, I'm going to email this to everybody as well. This is the link to see who is winning the contest. All right. Did everyone see that link? Wait, it said private. I'm sorry. All right, there go the link right there. So this is the link to see who is in the lead. You can see where you are. So for instance, so this right, the leaderboard is going to show the top 20 people. If you're not in the top 20, it'll show you where your position is right here. Okay, so you would always know where you are, and then you will always know where other people are in the contest as well. Okay, does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. All right, great. All right, cool. So for real, I'm going this time. All right, so enjoy your night. Hey, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. I don't want to see pictures of anybody out here with it. I went to the store today and somebody had on like a windshield wiper mask on their face. I don't want to see y'all with those. You can wear the regular mask, but if I catch y'all out here with the windshield wiper mask, they had it on the kids and everything. I couldn't believe that. People losing their damn mind. Y'all go pray. All right, everybody, stay healthy. I'll see you next week. Have a good one.